Roger is smart. He has a certificate from the Mensa Society, so he was a smarty. He worked at the Pollution Control Agency doing water quality analysis. He was a marathon runner. We both worked full-time. We liked bicycling. We're active in our church, so we had active, happy life. When he retired is when I first started noticing his memory slipping. He was forgetting too many little things, and we got it checked out. The neuropsych evaluation showed mild cognitive impairment. MCI is kind of like this honeymoon period where, the person that was your active person is still your active person. They're still verbal, they're still engaged. Roger fell so fast. He had been behaving erratically, like he had to touch every tree branch or, just kind of general weird behavior. He was throwing away my kitchen utensils. He threw away the yoga mats. And at this point, what's really keeping it together for me is yoga. Because I think he thought things were too cluttered, so we went through the throwaway phase. I'm like, no, don't do this. I said, okay, I'm running into Target before we see this new general practitioner. I'm saying, stay in the car. I'll be right back. Of course, I come back. He is not in the car. And I'm looking around Target, and I finally find him. He's checking out all the stuff you say, that's too expensive. The whole cart was full. There was no telling him we don't need $500 worth of groceries. The next day he wanted to throw them away because he thought they had coronavirus. Then he started wandering. One night he took off. He knocked on the neighbors' windows. So at 2 a.m. I was woken up by the Ramsey County Sheriff's Department that had a very chastened Roger. I think he knew he was losing his memory and he was kind of panicking. And we had COVID. So I had us structured in our very active voluntary life. And boy, we shut down. And it felt like we lost everything. I engaged FamilyMeans pretty early on, and I feel really lucky about that. The first class we took was called Shaping Your Futures. It was so comprehensive. It was 5 weeks, and I still have this huge notebook. I still refer to it. They have experience in the field. They share it. They research it. They present it in ways that are easy to understand. Roger was in his own MCI support group that met here, and he loved it. And then when things took this dramatic turn, part of you was like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. This is horrible. But you have someone to walk you through it. The information was great, but the way they stick with you throughout, it's like, it's special. I just cannot tell you how much the support means to us. FamilyMeans is a family, and can I show them one of the volunteers here made gift baskets with Tiggy and masks and just the most wonderful stuff, thoughtful stuff, and the grade school kids with their cards and seniors with you can do it, we're with you. I received this on Valentine's Day, and he doesn't know what Valentine's Day is anymore. I don't get the dozen roses like I used to. But Heidi, and it was freezing, drove out to my house and gave me this. And nobody else does that, And it just meant so much. They always know when I'm down, and they always call, or they just show up, and nobody else does it, and nobody else does it better. So Roger now, he's very quiet. He's still my guy, but he's quiet. One day he just comes into the living room. He goes, Mary, is FamilyMeans still having classes? And it's like that he would remember here. He wants to be back with his group in this building because that created that memory for him. Just with Alzheimer's alone, you can say, knock on wood, I don't have anybody I know. You will. The odds, the statistics are that great. There might be a neighbor, it might be somebody you go to church with, but we all have our own individual types of struggles, and this is the place you want to claim as your own.